Well, this is my first live video. I know I ain't posted no videos. Oh shit! Got some stick. I forgot I had some dip shit on my finger. That shit hurt. Got my eyeball. Fuck. But anyway, I ain't made a video for a while. I figured I got some time. Might as well make one. Buddha should be getting here in a minute. And but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put me a dip in. Got some Copenhagen wintergreen. I think it's backwards on the camera. At least it's backwards on mine. But I guess I got a lot of shit to talk about.
Just pour the fish in there. Put some water. Boil them up. All good.
Oh yeah, they're still moving.
I've seen like 2 people get on and off. There's a little person thing right there.
Probably be really soft.
Got this little cup because this mud jug sitting on the porch. I don't feel like cleaning it out. Shit. There we go. Anyway. Well, I guess I'll talk about the obvious first. Got some more tattoos. Trying to finish this arm up. I got that on that one.
I don't know. Every night is so bad. It's not getting better.
Hell, Buddha and fucking Alan done got. They got about the same amount I do on mine. Theirs is, mostly backdrop and shit, but it's about the same cover wise. But no, I don't work at Walmart no more. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I might end up going back here in the next couple of days. But I've been out of Walmart for at least 4 or 5 months. Buddha and Alan both work at Walmart now.
I can't do this anymore. I'm like,
which is surprising. But so I've been to Mexico since I think not since I posted my last video, but since the last video I made of me talking. I've been to Mexico. I done graduated high school. I just graduated this year. But
In this situation, I understand because this is unbearable. Absolutely unbearable.
pretty cool. And I just thought about something.
I have no idea.
I've been noticed. I mean, there's not a bunch of people, but I think I've noticed 4 or 5 people. I can't remember the names, but one of them's Chris something on the How to Dip in School video. Keep coming on my channel just to talk shit, basically. I don't know what they do in their spare time. They just watch random people's videos just to talk shit and just see if they can actually get a comment back. But like he done, I think 2 or 3 people is usually on that. I think it's only been on that video. He just come and talk shit. Just saying something about, oh, you fucking your cousin, oh. I don't remember. I don't understand why people do that. I've never seen. I live in Alabama, and I've never seen anybody
Sam's license release is terrible.
date their cousin
Time to shop for a new place.
or anything to do with cousin. I don't understand that. Whoever just got on, like that motherfucker. I seen that you just got on.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just clicked
I'm
stop.
pointing at you,
And then I got a nice big flat
Like.
spot to work with. Think I found home.
motherfucker. I'm waiting.
Now becomes
Oh, there.
This is a solo survival.
I don't know who this is, but thank you.
Part of me is
I think a couple of people done got on and off, and
she's a very positive
I
person.
think there's a way for me to check comments too, but I don't know how to do it.
For me, I'm actually kind of excited. I love your challenge. I am gonna beat this place.
Oh, I can. Never mind. I can. Fuck. All right, I can chat with you, I guess. Anyway. Fuck. Forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I done been to Mexico. I done got a job working at. What's up? I got a job working. I was working at Honda, and I went to what's it called? A CNC plant. I do CNC work. Say, oh, my Buddha's having a baby. Alan's done had a baby. Most of y'all, I don't know if y'all watched all the videos or not, but those are my cousins, and they're all younger than I am. They done all had babies, or one of them's having a baby, and my other cousin Christian, you ain't never seen him before, but he's having a baby, or he done had a baby too. Jacob's having a baby. Just retarded. I ain't having a child till I'm 25 years old. But so I think I was wanting to talk about how after President motherfucking Trump got elected, all this, I don't even know what you would call it, bullshit, I guess, about how all this, I don't even know what the social justice warriors and yeah, social justice warriors and feminists and all this other stuff, and how talking about anybody that voted for Trump is a white supremacist and a Nazi. I ain't no goddamn white supremacists or Nazis. I've lived in Alabama, not even Central Alabama. I lived in South Alabama my whole life, and I have not once seen a Ku Klux Klan member ever in my whole entire life. If I ain't seen one, and I live in fucking Alabama, there ain't no goddamn Ku Klux Klan. There ain't no goddamn Nazis. And I know Nazis come from Germany, but I don't know. I think it's not. I think it's Germany, but there ain't no way in hell that there's any fucking Nazis or anything like that anywhere, happening. It's just a bunch of fucking, and there's another thing, I'm talking about white privilege, because I was about to say it's a bunch of privileged young little, pussies talking all kinds of crazy shit about how, oh, white men get all the shit they want, white men do all this. It ain't got shit to do with what your color is. How you succeed in life is from your work ethic and how you take on challenges in your life. It's like writing a book. No, don't nobody else. What's up? Don't nobody else choose how you live your life. Don't nobody, and your parents might control it until you're till you're 18, but don't nobody tell you when you're an adult what you can and can't do. Anybody can. You may not be financially well off. You may not be book smart. There's always something you can do money wise. You can make a career out of anything. I mean, I went through school, got fucking D's and F's, and, every once in a while a C. I didn't get no, oh fuck. I didn't get no grants. I didn't get no special help going to college. I ain't even been to college yet. I plan on going. I'm gonna have to work for it, and I'm gonna have to pay that shit off. But that's another thing. I wasn't given college. I'm gonna have to pay for it. I've had a full-time job since I've been 16. Nothing's given to anybody. For people to stand there and stick their hand out and say, give you money, give you, whatever they want is pointless. Because life's not given. Nobody owes you anything in life. Just because your parents gave birth to you don't mean they owe you anything. They may be nice and raise you and give you things, but they don't owe it to you. And sure enough, don't nobody else in the world owe you anything. And the people that sit there on their ass and hope people's going to give them stuff, it's going to be it's going to be a hard thing whenever they realize, whenever they go into the real world, they're not just going to be able to stick out their hand and be given something. They're going to have to sit there and bust their ass. I done went through, I don't know how many jobs. I think my first job was the hardest job I've ever done. I worked at a sod farm. And for those who don't know what a sod farm is, it's basically cutting up probably about 3 inches of dirt with grass, and probably about 3 foot long, 2 foot wide. And it's it's probably about 45 pounds. It's heavy, and I think I was like 15 when I was doing it. And talking about that, you gotta cut that up all day long and pile it on a pallet. That shit is heavy. I did that for 13, 14 hours a day, Monday through Friday, every day. And then on Saturdays, I had to go cut my boss's grass. I'm talking about it was hard. It was the hardest thing I ever done in my life, but it was a good way to learn work ethic. But all these people that their parents are telling them, oh, you ain't got to get a job until you're out of high school and blah blah blah. All these people, that's is just gonna cause a problem. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, because I know I'm one of the young adults that are supposed to be a part of this country, whatever. It's a part of this, because most of the people that's causing all this Black Lives Matter, which, I'm not saying Black Lives Matter don't matter, but I'm saying that group is, or at least what that group has been doing is not right. I just had a guy in my town probably 3 or 4 months ago almost got beat to death because he wouldn't back down and say, he wouldn't say, white lives didn't matter and black lives did. And he was trying to United States, but he was so, he wasn't gonna back down and just say what other people tell him to say. And 4 or 5 guys, I can't remember, 4 or 5 guys, and one of them had a pistol, beat him almost to death in the middle of town. And didn't nobody stop him or say anything. And they after everybody had left the parking lot, they went over there, picked him up, and flew him to the hospital. And his eye socket was crushed, and Alabama. And it was horrible. And since that happened, I've got me a gun. I've got me a Glock 40. It's a 22. And because I'm the kind of person, I'm not going to change my mindset of what I believe just because other people do it. And I mean, that's just because someone has a different belief than you doesn't mean, doesn't give you the right to do or say anything. I mean, you can say anything you want to say, but you can't touch them. You can't do nothing to them just because of what they believe. I mean, personally, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm from Alabama. I'm a fucking conservative. I voted for Trump. I don't give a fuck. Anybody ain't got a problem with it? I mean, you can kiss my ass. I'm pro guns. I'm fucking pro. No, wait, no. I don't even know what you call it. I'm against abortions. I mean, it don't pertain to me, but it's just my thing. I go and vote on laws that even though I'm not a female, but I go vote on problems, in my community. And most of these people that you see that are standing around, complaining about the way the country is and the way the state is and why the way they get treated, they don't go and vote. They don't go and actually do stuff that might help the community. I mean, I don't do any community work or anything, but I go vote on more than just the president. I go vote on the president, laws and regulations that happens in my county, my city. But I mean, just I got off subject, but the way I see things is if you don't if you don't work for what you want, you're never gonna get it. So I mean, that's why whenever people complain to me or say something, every once in a while you see a guy standing at a gas station or something, and he'll ask you for some money. When they ask me for some money, I ask them why don't they have a job, and they say, "Oh, I can't get one because blah blah blah, my back, my foot, my leg." I mean, that's never. I mean, that's not an excuse. My papa, he worked until he was 50, 60 some years old, and he lost his toe, he lost his fingers, he got a bad back. He never stopped him. I mean, I done broke my fucking ankle at work. I worked for 2 or 3 weeks with a broke ankle. I done dislocated my shoulder, and cracked my collarbone, went to work for. And, I just go to work and I did my job. And they told me I couldn't wear my sling, so I took that fucking sling off and I was using my arm. I mean, unless you can't physically fucking walk, there ain't no reason for you not to, get a job. And that's another thing that's killing, the economy and what's happening is because people are just living off welfare. If you can get a job or better yourself to where you can get a better job, I don't believe you should have welfare. I mean, while you're, working on going to school or something or getting a better job, yeah, you should, I don't have a problem with that. But if someone's just sitting there working at an easy job so they don't have to, actually work so they just live off of other people and welfare, I don't believe in that. I look down on people that has anything to do with they just use the government just because they don't feel like working. Because I don't understand why that even happens or why that works. Because I mean, if you're working in the country, why should you be paying other people's bills? Because that's what taxes are. Whenever you pay taxes, you are giving other people your money, because most of them are people that actually can't work, but a good percent of them are people that are just sitting on their ass not doing anything. And I don't believe in helping anybody that's not gonna be doing me or my state or my country or my city any good. If I'm just paying some dude, some crackhead just sitting in his house smoking crack all day to fucking, go sell his fucking food stamps and get crack. I don't believe in that. Ain't no point in it. But see, think and all this other I've been hearing about some other shit. The fucking what's it called? The how there's more than one gender, or not one gender, but more than two genders. That is fucking ridiculous. If you gotta be fucking retarded to believe that there's more than one gender. I don't. It's either you got a dick or a pussy. It ain't no. There ain't no if, ands, or but about it. Oh, I'm not sure. And I mean, if you're gay, you're gay. You like dick. I mean, that's it. I ain't no, oh, I'm a cross-gender, dick sucking motherfucker. I mean, there ain't no difference. You're a man that likes dick. That's not right. But I mean, I can deal with that. I mean, shit. I mean, don't make up no fucking excuse about it. I mean, there ain't nobody gonna shoot you because you you're gay. But to use that excuse that, oh, I'm a gender fluid mother, there ain't no fucking use in that. 2017 World Car of the Year. And 2017 I think Buddha's here. Everybody done left the video. I got like 5 people for a second. I don't know where they all went. Let's see what this thing does. Ooh. We're having a dance party up in this motherfucker. Oh, we got some bubbles up in here. Alright, let's see. And a dream. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I think it's supposed to be like an old video kind of thing. Speaking of old video, we went, whoa, that's weird. Anyway, speaking of old video, I went and watched the new Annabelle the other day. That shit was creepy as fuck. There's 2 dudes right here. We're having them a good old conversation. But anyway, yeah, that Annabelle was fucking weird, man. That creeped me the fuck out. That little bitch should have left that doll alone. Or not that doll, but she shouldn't have fucked with that room. I don't think I've ever seen any of the other Annabelle movies, but that fucking movie. I guess it's supposed to be how Annabelle came to be. And talking about it's just creepy. Like, cause it possessed the girl that's in the other 2 movies. And I guess I know it's in one. She's the girl that's in one of the movies. The whenever they come adopt her or whatever, that bitch is Annabelle. I mean, she wasn't originally Annabelle. Originally, she was. She was a little cripple bitch that couldn't walk. And somehow she got into the fucking the room with the doll, and the doll was like put in a room covered with Bible papers and shit and sprayed with holy water, and then they locked that motherfucker. And she opened that door. And she fucked up. And when she opened that door, boy, creepy shit started happening. And talking about and Annabelle wasn't like a, I don't even know. It was like a fucking big ass demon thing. It's creepy as fuck.
I just gotta find a stronger cord. I mean, there's designs here. I think it's that whole Corey almost made it sort of deal.
Let's see.
The biting flies are worse than they've ever been. Oh my god, there's just so...
I guess I can talk about Mexico. For all those that don't know, the legal drinking age in Mexico is 18. I found that out and I got drunk as fuck in Mexico. Talking about, I went on a cruise with a Carnival Cruise Line, and it was the bomb. There was I think it was a 5-day cruise. And we went to Yucatan and Cozumel. I went to a private island in Cozumel, and I went, I think, on an ATV ride and something else in Yucatan. It was pretty cool.
I'm being tortured, and that's all there is to it.
It was fun. And at the private island, I was drinking it after I went to the 4-wheeler ride at Yucatan or Cozumel, whatever the fuck I said. I went and I drank some stuff up there. They had the best strawberry daiquiris I've ever had in my life. Like, that was the shit. Like, 'cause it was like they made it in a slushy machine and then poured a whole bottle of rum in it. And it was all, it was all you could drink, and it was, it was awesome. And the other places, the drinks was all watered down, but they had like a tequila tasting bar, and I tasted a lot of tequila, and it was good. I mean, I got drunk, and then I went and bought me I don't even know how many was in it. It was a bucket of Dos Equis, and I drank them motherfuckers, and I was feeling pretty good. I had a 4-wheeler and I done sold it. I need to show y'all I got a new truck. I got a Yukon. I sold my truck. Now I got a Yukon, and I got some. I showed a video. It was before I even had got all my speaker stuff ready. The video I posted on here. It's got 2 Sundown SA12s. Hypersonics 2,000 watt Brutus amp, and all zero gauge all the way around. I got a battery in there. It's pretty. It hits hard as fuck. I might make a video on that one day. I think at the time I made a video last time, I had bought an AR-15. I sold it. I just recently bought a 22. I bought a 17 HMR and I done sold it. But I might come back on later tonight. I'm not sure. See if Buddha wants to when he gets here. But hell, I think I had at the most 5 people on here at a time. And there ain't nobody on this motherfucker right now that I know of. It says 0. But I might come back on and see if we can get some more views. I got a job interview tomorrow, so I don't know. It's 12 o'clock where I'm at, but I guess I'm gonna head on out of this motherfucker. See, I'm gonna wait till this bitch gets right at 30 minutes, and boop. Oh fuck.